Morning guys, welcome back to another video. So this weekend I am heading out to Julian Rocks with the lovely Emily again.
Hi.
So we are going diving out of Julian Rocks. This was on my list to do a couple of weeks ago, but unfortunately due to the weather it did get cancelled. So take two, the weather is looking a little moody, but overall she's sunny, so hopefully it stays that way. But I have opted to be passenger princess for today just to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, pretty keen for this dive and hopefully we see some pretty cool stuff. But Julian Rocks as a whole, like you will potentially see grey nose sharks. I believe we might be coming out of season for the leopard sharks as well, potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see what we can see. But either way, let's get to it and I'll show you guys all of the beautiful spots once we get on the boat.
For today's dive, we are taking off from Brunswick Heads with the team at Underwater Culture and Wild Byron. Now, Julian Rocks is located just 2.5 kilometers offshore from Byron Bay and is actually part of Cape Byron Marine Park. With the vast array of marine life that you are always guaranteed to see, even if it is just the occasional wobbegong shark, it is one of the best dive locations in the world, and this is definitely not just my personal opinion. So when you are diving here, it is very likely that you can spot the likes of grey-nose sharks, turtles, leopard sharks, manta rays, and right now we're even heading into whale season here on the east coast of Australia, so you're pretty much guaranteed to see something when you dive here, but this is definitely a good excuse for me to come back out here and do some future dives as well.
Alright, so we finished our dive for the day. I'm absolutely looking fab, as is Emily, but we are going to go hunt down a shower because it was actually really cold out there. Not necessarily in the water, just on the boat ride back, and it was murky. As you guys would have seen from the footage, like we didn't really get to see a huge amount. But look, either way, just gives me another excuse to come back out here. But yeah, shower first, and then we're going to have some food, and then we're going to set up back up at camp, potentially have a couple of relaxing drinks. But yes, I'm very keen for this.
So we've made it back to camp and we are camping out at a little spot which is about 30 minutes outside of Byron, which is the Sleepy Hollow Estate. It is absolutely stunning, probably on the pricier side if I'm being brutally honest, but well and truly worth it. We are going to set up a fire and then we were going to have a few drinks this afternoon, but after the dive I think we're just pretty keen for some hot chockies, so that is on the agenda. But you'll see behind me I don't have my swag at the moment, so unfortunately when I was packing up to come here I realized my swag was completely moldy and I have no one else to blame but myself because I didn't dry it out the last time I used it. So that's fine. We're setting up with a tent, but the good thing is at least the tent is going to come in handy with a couple of trips I have coming up anyway. So let's get this fire going and yeah, then I'll take you guys through my little, I'm actually having a chai, but Emily's going to have hot chocky, but I did also buy a mug today to go with it, which is super cute. So I'm excited for that.
Morning guys, so I am heading over to Minyon Falls this morning, but as I was leaving the campsite the owner said that I could come into his other part of the property and come and pat the cows. I don't really know where I'm going, but I couldn't turn down an opportunity to pat some really beautiful cows. But let's check this out once I figure out where to go. So I'm mildly terrified, but I'm also really excited. They are so cute. He did say that if I just hang out here, they will potentially come over, and I can see one walking over now, but one of them has a calf, and he did say to be a little bit more cautious around that one. So hopefully they just make their way over to me so I can give them a little pat. Hi. All right, cutest experience ever. I think he was literally trying to charge me a couple of times there, but either way, I'm going to make my way over to Minyon Falls. I'll be doing this one solo today. It is about an hour drive from camp, so it's a little bit closer to Byron, but more inland. So I'm gonna head over that way now, and then it is a 10-kilometer hike. So it's a bit of a big one. And apparently from what I can tell from all the photos that I've seen, you can see it from the top, but then you can actually climb down to the bottom, and that's the 10 kilometers, but it looks absolutely magical. So yeah, let's get there and I will show you guys once we're there. The entire drive here, the weather was just a bit hit and miss. It's like 1 second it was pouring down rain, now it's kind of like blue skies again. So not really sure what to expect, but either way, I've got my umbrella, I've got my jacket, and we're going to do this hike regardless. So I've just passed the 1 kilometer mark and we're going uphill, so it's already really hot, so the jacket's come off, but
I'm assuming we'll be going downhill at some point. I'm about 2.5 kilometers in now, and honestly the track is actually not that bad. It's really well marked, so if you are heading out here, I mean, all trails is always a good idea, but yeah, you should be fine without it. And even the hike up, I feel like it's kind of like pretty even, but so stunning, especially because it is a bit more of that rainforest vibe. Highly recommend. So I made it back to the car. It actually wasn't as bad of a hike back up than I expected, although it did start to rain on the way up and I was already wet given that it was just crazy down at the falls, but it's fine. I just changed out into some clean clothes and I'm going to make the drive home. So thank you guys so much for following along. Make sure you do subscribe, and I highly recommend jump on and watch next week's video because I will be heading out to the Springs 4x4 park with all of the Queensland Jimny crew, and I thought it would be a really good time to let you guys in on a little bit of a secret of something that I've had going on in the background for a little while now. But yes, I will see you guys next week and I will tell you all about it.